A is the first letter and vowel in the ISO basic Latin alphabet. It is similar to the ancient Greek letter alpha, from which it derives. The uppercase version consists of the two slanting sides of a triangle, crossed in the middle by a horizontal bar. The lowercase version can be written in two forms, the double-storey A and single-storey E. The latter is commonly used in handwriting and fonts based on it, especially fonts intended to be read by children. It is also found in italic type. History: the earliest certain ancestor of A is Aleph, the first letter of the Phoenician alphabet. In turn, the origin of Aleph may have been a pictogram of an ox head in Proto-Sinaitic script influenced by Egyptian hieroglyphs, styled as a triangular head with two horns extended. In 1600 BCE, the Phoenician alphabet's letter had a linear form that served as the base for some later forms. Its name must have corresponded closely to the Hebrew or Arabic Aleph. When the ancient Greeks adopted the alphabet, they had no use for the glottal stoppa the first phoneme of the Phoenician pronunciation of the letter, and the sound that the letter denoted in Phoenician and other Semitic languages so they used an adaptation of the sign to represent the vowel, and gave it the similar name of alpha. In the earliest Greek inscriptions after the Greek Dark Ages, dating to the 8th century BC, the letter rests upon its side, but in the Greek alphabet of later times it generally resembles the modern capital letter, although many local varieties can be distinguished by the shortening of one leg, or by the angle at which the cross line is set. The Etruscans brought the Greek alphabet to their civilization in the Italian peninsula and left the letter unchanged. The Romans later adopted the Etruscan alphabet to write the Latin language, and the resulting letter was preserved in the Latin alphabet used to write many languages, including English. Typographic variants. During Roman times, there were many variations on the letter A. First was the monumental or lapidary style, which was used when inscribing on stone or other permanent mediums. For perishable surfaces, what was used for everyday or utilitarian purposes, a cursive style was used. Due to the perishable nature of the surfaces, these examples are not as prevalent as the monumental. This perishable style was called cursive and numerous variations have survived, such as majuscule cursive, minuscule cursive, and semi-cursive minuscule. There were also variants that were intermediate between the monumental and the cursive. The known variants include the early semi-uncial, the uncial, and the later semi-uncial. At the termination of the Roman Empire, several variants of the cursive minuscule appeared through Western Europe. Among these were the semi-cursive minuscule of Italy, the Merovingian script in France, the Visigothic script in Spain, and the insular or Anglo-Irish semi-uncial or Anglo-Saxon majuscule, of Great Britain. By the 9th century, the Caroline script, which was very similar to the present-day form, was the principal form used in bookmaking, before the advent of the printing press. This form was derived through a combining of prior forms. 15th century Italy saw the formation of the two variants that are known today. These variants, the Italics and Roman forms, were derived from the Caroline script version. The Italics form used in most current handwriting consists of a circle and vertical stroke, called Latin alpha or script A. This slowly developed from the 5th century form resembling the Greek letter tau in the hands of Dark Age Irish and English writers. Most printed material uses the Roman form consisting of a small loop with an arc over it. Both derive from the majuscule form. In Greek handwriting, it was common to join the left leg and horizontal stroke into a single loop, as demonstrated by the uncial version shown. Many fonts then made the right leg vertical. In some of these, the serif that began the right leg stroke developed into an arc, resulting in the printed form, while in others it was dropped, resulting in the modern handwritten form. Use in English orthography, the letter A currently represents 6 different vowel sounds. A by itself frequently denotes the near-open font unrounded vowel as in pad. The open back unrounded vowel as in father, its original, Latin and Greek, sound. A closer, further fronted sound as in hair, which developed as the sound progressed from father to ace. In concert with a later orthographic vowel, the diphthong is an ace and major, due to effects of the great vowel shift. the more rounded form in water, or its closely related cousin, found in was. The double A sequence is not a native English combination. However, it occurs in some foreign words such as Aaron and aardvark. A is the third most commonly used letter in English, and the second most common in Spanish and French. In one study, on average, about 3.68% of letters used in English tend to be A, while the number is 6.22% in Spanish and 3.95% in French. Use in other languages. In most languages that use the Latin alphabet, A denotes an open unrounded vowel, or. An exception is Sarnic, in which A stands for a close mid-front unrounded vowel. Use in mathematics, logic and science. In algebra, the letter A along with other letters at the beginning of the alphabet is used to represent known quantities, whereas the letters at the end of the alphabet are used to denote unknown quantities. In geometry, capital A, B, C etc. are used to denote segments, lines, rays, etc. Also, A is typically used as one of the letters to represent an angle in a triangle. In logic, A is used to signify the universal affirmative. In phonetic and phonemic notation, in the International Phonetic Alphabet, A is used for the open front unrounded vowel, a currency is used for the open central unrounded vowel and E is used for the open back unrounded vowel. In XSAMPA, A is used for the open front unrounded vowel and A is used for the open back unrounded vowel. Other uses. A is often used to denote something or someone of a better or more prestigious quality or status. A or A+, the best grade that can be assigned by teachers for students' schoolwork. A grade for clean restaurants. A-list celebrities, etc. Such associations can have a motivating effect, as exposure to the letter A has been found to improve performance, when compared with other letters. A is a common symbol of school and basic phonetics in the U.S., along with B and C. Finally, the letter A is used to denote size, as in a narrow size shoe, or a small cup size in a brassiere. Related letters and other similar characters. II plus or minus a Greek letter alpha, THTH degree a Cyrillic letter A plus or minus a Latin letter alpha / script A, EAA turned lowercase letter A, used by the International Phonetic Alphabet for the near open central vowel, a Euro AA turned capital letter A, used in predicate logic to specify universal quantification, an ordinal indicator, a Latin A ligature, a beta A letter used in various Scandinavian languages, computing codes, one also for encodings based on ASCII, including the DOS, Windows, ISO 8859 and Macintosh families of encodings. Other representations. Notes. Footnotes. References, Anon. English letter frequency. Math Explorers Club. Cornell University. Archived from the original on May 28, 2014. Retrieved May 28, 2014. Anon. Percentages of letter frequencies per 1,000 words. Trinity College. Retrieved May 1, 2006. British Psychological Society. Letters affect exam results. Science Alert. Archived from the original on May 28, 2014. Retrieved May 28, 2014. Daringer, David. A. Inbeyer, Patricia. Encyclopedia Americana. I. A. Anjo. Danbury, Connecticut, Grolier Incorporated. ISBN A0-7172-0133-3. Gelb, I.J. Whiting, R.M.A. In Ranson, K. Ann. Academic American Encyclopedia. I. A. Ang. Danbury, Connecticut, Grolier Incorporated. ISBN A0-7172-2068-0. Hallquist, Olga Wilburn. A. In Johnston, Bernard. Collier's Encyclopedia. I. A. to Aimland. New York, New York, P. F. Collier, I. Berg, Dale H., ed. A. Encyclopedia Britannica 1, A. Car Eurobase. Chicago, Illinois, Encyclopedia Britannica, Incorporated. ISBN A978-1-59339-837-8. Simpson, J. A. Weiner, ESC, eds. A. The Oxford English Dictionary. I. A. Bazuki. Oxford, UK, Oxford University Press. ISBN A0-19-861213-3. External links: History of the Alphabet, texts on Wikisource, A&A Dictionary of the English Language by Samuel Johnson, Chisholm, Hugh, ed. A. Encyclopædia Britannica. Cambridge University Press. A. The New Student's Reference Work. Chicago, F. E. Compton and Colorado, 1914. A. Collier's New Encyclopedia 1921.